Imagine waking up in the middle of winter. It's dark, it's freezing, your heater is off. You look outside and realize your entire neighborhood is powerless. Now multiply that by 10,000 homes. That's exactly what happened in Quebec this week. Hydro Québec, the energy giant once known for its unmatched reliability, suddenly found itself in crisis. But here's the twist. This blackout isn't just a technical glitch. It's a symptom of something much deeper, a warning sign about the future of Canada's energy system. Hydro Québec is more than just a utility. It's a symbol of Canadian pride. Founded in 1944, the company was created to bring affordable power to the people of Quebec. Over decades, it grew into an international powerhouse, exporting hydroelectricity across North America, generating billions in revenue, and powering nearly every home in the province. Its dams in the north, massive engineering marvels carved through granite and ice, became icons of human ingenuity. But beneath that success lies a system under growing strain. The world is changing. Climate patterns are shifting. Demand for electricity is skyrocketing, from electric cars, heat pumps, data centers, and crypto mining operations. Hydro Québec, built for the 20th century, is now facing the full force of 21st century challenges. Hydro Québec is more than just a utility. It's a symbol of Canadian pride. Founded in 1944, the company was created to bring affordable power to the people of Quebec. Over decades, it grew into an international powerhouse, exporting hydroelectricity across North America, generating billions in revenue, and powering nearly every home in the province. Its dams in the north, massive engineering marvels carved through granite and ice, became icons of human ingenuity. But beneath that success lies a system under growing strain. The world is changing. Climate patterns are shifting. Demand for electricity is skyrocketing, from electric cars, heat pumps, data centers, and crypto mining operations. Hydro Québec, built for the 20th century, is now facing the full force of 21st century challenges. And then came the outages. In just 1 week, nearly 10,000 homes were left in the dark. The company blamed weather conditions, heavy winds, fallen branches, ice. But locals weren't convinced. Some saw it as evidence that Hydro Québec's grid is aging. Others pointed to years of underinvestment, bureaucratic delays, and political interference. Meanwhile, tensions are rising over new energy projects. A proposed facility near a drinking water source has sparked protests from residents who fear contamination and disruption. Hydro Québec insists the project is safe. Critics say the company is out of touch, prioritizing profits and export deals over local communities. And here's the irony. Hydro Québec markets itself as one of the cleanest power producers on Earth. Yet even clean energy can have dirty consequences when expansion outpaces trust. To understand the crisis, we need to look at how Hydro Québec's system works. Most of its energy comes from hydroelectric dams, which are incredibly efficient but also geographically rigid. When demand spikes suddenly, like during a cold front, these systems can't always respond instantly. Add to that the integration of renewable energy, which is intermittent by nature. Solar and wind fluctuate. Demand does not. The grid becomes more complex, balancing green ideals with practical realities. Here's the brutal truth. Clean energy is not always stable energy. That's why even wealthy, tech-forward regions like California, Germany, and now Quebec are struggling to maintain reliability. The challenge isn't producing enough electricity, it's distributing it smartly. Hydro Québec's transmission lines stretch across vast wilderness, making maintenance a logistical nightmare. One broken line can affect thousands. One storm can disrupt an entire region. Meanwhile, the company faces mounting pressure from the government to accelerate its green transition. But building new power lines, dams, and substations isn't just expensive. It's controversial. Every project triggers debates over indigenous rights, land use, and ecological impact. So Hydro Québec is caught between two storms, natural and political, Let's compare Hydro Quebec's situation to similar cases around the world. In California, rolling blackouts became a political firestorm after the state rushed into renewable adoption without sufficient grid storage. Germany's Energiewende, the energy transition, led to higher prices and temporary instability despite being environmentally visionary. Even Norway, another hydro giant, is facing grid congestion as it exports electricity to Europe. The pattern is clear. Large-scale energy systems are struggling to adapt to rapid change. Now here's where Hydro Québec stands out. Unlike most utilities, it's publicly owned. Its profits go back to Quebec's treasury, funding healthcare, education, and social programs. That creates a unique conflict of interest. Do you prioritize revenue or reliability? Do you serve domestic stability or international growth? In 2023, Hydro Québec signed major export agreements with the northeastern United States. These deals are worth billions, but they also tie Quebec's grid to external demands. During peak hours, that can mean less flexibility for local consumers. Meanwhile, Hydro Québec employees are stretched thin. Aging infrastructure requires more repairs. Skilled workers are retiring faster than new ones can be trained. And public patience is wearing thin. Every outage feels personal. One local resident said, "They keep talking about green energy, but what about dependable energy?" That sentiment echoes globally, a quiet, growing skepticism toward big promises in the clean energy movement. So what can Hydro Québec, and by extension all modern utilities, do next? First, invest aggressively in grid modernization. Smart grids with automated response systems can detect and isolate outages instantly. Second, diversify energy sources while maintaining balance. Hydropower is powerful, but hybrid systems, hydro plus wind plus storage, ensure flexibility. Third, rebuild public trust. Transparency in environmental and financial decisions is no longer optional, it's survival. Fourth, rethink export policies. Domestic stability must come before international deals. And finally, embrace innovation. From AI-driven energy prediction to decentralized microgrids, the future belongs to the adaptive. At the end of the day, Hydro Québec's story is not just about electricity, it's about evolution. It's a reminder that even the strongest systems can flicker when the world changes faster than they do. But it's also a story of hope. Because if Hydro Québec can learn from this, if it can modernize, reconnect with communities, and lead with transparency, it could once again set the global standard for clean, stable power. So the next time your lights flicker, remember, it's not just a glitch, it's a glimpse into the future of energy. Stay curious, stay aware, and stay plugged in, because the real power is understanding.